Oh, we are with tattoo. Do you see this one with tattoo?
That video.
Sporty greetings and welcome. Welcome, guys. Oh, where is Austin? Where has Austin been? Civil. This is me right here. Good to have you join me again. I promise I'm very brief with this. As you can see, it's not my regular background. Tells you that I'm not in the space where I call studio to do the live stream. I touched down in Fez. Yeah, I got into Fez in Morocco. Just when the Super Eagles match against Tanzania was finishing, you know, I got into the country. Let me see. Can you guys hear me? Let me just check. Okay. I see it's working so well. So yeah, I'm in Fez, beautiful city, quiet, peaceful, and I'm here to, you know, do what we know how to do best. See if we can, you know, put some light into covering the 2025 African Cup of Nations. Yeah, for those people that are doubting, let me think, where is it? Oh, it's not still really in Fez. Yeah, I'll show you. You'll see. When I got in and when I was, where's that picture? Yeah, that's me. That's me right there at the airport in Fez. I'll say, yeah, we're here for the trophy. Shout out to everyone joining. Don't forget to tell me where you're watching from. Welcome. It's the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. So finally, we've seen the Super Eagles. They played their first match at the tournament. And I love you guys. I'm so pleased with what you saw. Look. Isn't a win? Scrappy but vital. That's what I've called it. So to everyone watching on YouTube, I've called this on Super Eagles Kickoff 2025 AFCON with Scrappy win over Tanzania. What is Chelle really cooking? That's what I want to, you know, I want you guys to talk about. What is Eric Chelle really cooking, you know? I see a lot of people they're not interested. I see comments and I'm saying, people are not smiling, you know. You expect the Super Eagles to just roll over Tanzania, beat them 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. It's the opening game, you know. So teams are still a bit, you know, strategic, you know, tight at the back, you know. Like Tanzania, they were doing all of that to frustrate the Super Eagles, but they found a way to break them, you know, and it was a good time for the team. Shout out to the Super Eagles. I like the vibe that they use to get into the game. Let me play that. You know, I like it. People don't understand what it means to get into the right mood, you know, to get into the spirit, to get pumped up, you know. It was beautiful. That video was, you know, everywhere. You know, I like the retro jersey they were wearing. I love the vibe. I love everything. Say it. So I've been watching Calvin Bassey lately. Calvin Bassey has officially left the Init Boys. That guy is a proper Nigerian guy, 100%, you know. So shout out to the team. I thought I should show you guys that one. I like the way they got into the stadium for that one. You know, it's very important to, you know, pump yourself, psych yourself. Maybe that's what even made the difference, you know, because of the sort of mood, you know, that they took into that game. So guys, that's what I'll talk about. Scrappy but vital. Nigeria recorded their first win at the Africa Cup of Nations with a scrappy but vital win over the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. It was Semi Ajayi that opened scoring for Nigeria. That's his second goal for the national team. Vital. His first goal came last year, November. The first World Cup qualifying game against Lesotho in Uyo was a lovely header. And this time again, it was a header. So shout out to Semi Ajayi. I see Hull City. They were so proud of him, you know, talking about their player that got a very important goal for his country. So that's what gave Nigeria the lead. And then Tanzania got back into it, and Ademola Lookman sealed the win for Coach Eric Chelle's team. So a lot of questions there. That's why I'm asking, what is Chelle really cooking, you know? Because we saw this sort of play with Pizarro. Well, hey, football isn't the same. And with this AFCON, I've said it that we're going to see surprises. So if you get scrappy wins, and then you keep going, I think that's vital, you know, for the campaign. So let's get into the team. You know, I don't really want to talk much. I know when you guys start talking, I wouldn't want to leave. I don't really want to talk much. Let's get into the lineup. So the lineup, goalkeeper Wabali, Stanley Wabali was there. Abraito Samuel, Zaidu Lucy, Wilfred Ndidi, Semi Ajayi, the goal scorer, Lookman, who scored the second goal. Victor Osimhen. So I like the sort of result when we win 2-1, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0. And Victor Osimhen isn't on the score sheet. Tells you that it's a team, because I don't like when everybody makes it look like without Victor Osimhen, we don't have a team. So it's pressure of the guy. And he had a pretty decent game. But you know now that whenever Victor Osimhen is on the field, it becomes a target. Defenders will go for him. They want to lock him. So it's important for Ademola Lookman, Samuel Chukwueze, Adams, you know, for the other guys, just jump up and find a way to punish those players. So there was also Samuel Chukwueze, Alex Iwobi, who to me had a pretty decent game. You see, but you see, it didn't really show because the team didn't turn up. You see, guys, what I was always telling you, people, that football is teamwork 100%. I like the Alex Iwobi I saw today. He just needs to improve. He played his 92nd game for Nigeria, 92. That's not child's play, you know. Now we should be seeing proper workings from Alex Iwobi. So shout out to Alex Iwobi. Now I'm praising him for people that will come and say, Austin, you like this Alex Iwobi. I'm praising Alex Iwobi now because he did something good, which I always expect him to do for the team. Calvin Bass for that, and of course, Akko, Adams, and list of the players right there. I don't want to run through it. You know, you watched it, you have an idea. So, a lot of people have been talking about Coach Eric Chelle's formation. You know, disregard this one, I just got it off live score. You know, but I see this setup is 4-3-3. Guys, particularly those on YouTube and Facebook, are we effective with the 4-3-3? I've been asking this question. I've been asking you guys. Look at that, like a half triangle where you see Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, and Akko Adams. If I think I'll swap Akko Adams and Ademola Lookman. I'm not really sure about 4-3-3, but I could swap or choose to do that effective 4-4-2 against Benin Republic. You guys tell me, you're very big on your tactics and formation. Yeah, but this 4-3-3, what do you guys think about it? Yes, everyone seems to, want to experiment. Look, It is how effective you are, particularly with the high press. Look, I don't know how to explain it. With the 4-4-2, everybody just understands their role on the pitch, particularly where you get very fast wingers and an effective attacker, you get goals. Again, let's go back and watch Nigeria against Benin Republic. I really just don't know how we can get back to that form. I think that is the Super Eagles. We were effective with the passes, we were crossing, we were attacking, we were losing the ball, we were coming back, everybody was fighting, we were running effectively. It was purposeful football. I'm not feeling what I'm seeing these days with this 4-3-3. I don't know. You guys like it a lot, so tell me. But this man did just enough to get me talking about him today. Alex Iwobi, take a bow. Take a bow. So let's slow down that first goal. Let's slow it down. That first goal and see how beautiful it is when players are intentional about picking the ball, going into space, and then Alex Iwobi being a creative guy, sending the ball in with pinpoint accuracy. Watch this goal. Watch this goal and how it started with Samuel Chukwueze to Mola. Mola gave back to Chukwueze. Chukwueze to Alex Iwobi. Beautiful cross, and then Semi Ajayi. You see, when you do this, you confuse defenders. They don't know what is happening. Will Ademola Lookman run into space? Will Samuel Chukwueze run into space? But then Alex Iwobi, you can tell this is well-planned, structured football. Watch it again. From the corner kick, Ademola picked it, gave it back to Samuel Chukwueze. Alex Iwobi always knew it was going to come to him, and he would send that delivery. And this is how to break a stubborn team, because Tanzania at this point, they were ready to start playing negative football. This is just how to break it. Just is how to, have that penetrative. If you've got tall players in that box, let's say we had Paul Onuachu, Semi Ajayi did a great job. But look at the cross from Alex Iwobi. This is what we've not been doing in the Super Eagles. Look at this cross. When you bend this hand like this, the moment you do like this, go and check from the days of David Beckham. Then you refresh it like this, and you send it. But I just love it. 3 persons worked this. And see, Ademola was intentional to come get it. Fooled that marker by sending it back to Chukwueze. Guys, I can watch this over and over and over and over again. And the only thing that comes to it is purposeful football. Teamwork. 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 So, Super Eagles in the last 5 years, we even struggled to put a cross into the 16-yard box. But Alex Iwobi did a great job on this one. Shout out. Iwobi was a beautiful goal by Semi Ajayi. So I thought I should stay on this, so you guys will see what it means when there's actual, I don't know how to explain it, purpose. That's the word that keeps coming to mind. Everybody understands that this is what we want to do. Look, this is typical training ground technique. It worked it out so well, and that was the only way, as I said, to beat the Taifa Stars, who were already getting ready to play negative football. So I love that so much. I said I was going to emphasize it, and it's about time we start understanding the team and their strength. And I think that was the thing that they showed right there. So I'm asking this question. We've seen the first game. I know it's still early days, but let's spark the conversation. We've seen a bit of the team. Super Eagles AFCON trophy chase. How realistic is that goal? How realistic is that goal? Pop me comments. Let's go into the comments now. TikTok. Super Eagles AFCON trophy chase. How realistic is that goal? TikTok, they're talking to us. Let me just quickly fix this. Shout out to everyone joining. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you. 350, almost 4 a.m. in Rabat, in Fez, in Morocco, and I just thought I should, let my people know that I'm here now. I didn't get any time to make it to the stadium. It was crazy even getting everything to come here, but I'm glad that I'm in Morocco now. Should sort out my accreditation tomorrow, go to the stadium, and then see if I can join the team's training. But yeah, we're talking about Nigeria beating Tanzania. I've called it a scrappy but vital win. And I'm asking you guys, what is Eric Chelle cooking? Now you've seen this first game. What is Eric Chelle cooking? The Super Eagles AFCON trophy chase. Is it a realistic goal? Guys, tell me. I want to know, because I was watching. Like, what was going on? Don't forget to tell me where you're watching from. If you get into the live conversation on TikTok, I see you. Tell me where you're watching from. On YouTube, thank you so much. I see the numbers are pumped. You guys don't sleep. You don't sleep. What's going on Facebook? Thank you so much for also watching. I see everyone. I see you, Ayodele Ezekiel. Thank you so much. So I'm watching my people. As I said earlier, it's not my regular background. I'm right here in Fez, to cover what's going on at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. I won't just do Super Eagles. I'll also try to get into the camp of the Cranes of Uganda, the Taifa Stars of Tanzania, and of course Tunisia. Tunisia had a big win, 3-1 over Uganda. So you see now that's very, very important. That win. So imagine if that game had ended 1-1, we'll be saying something different now. Football fans, appreciate your team. So guys, Mecca, tell me, let's start with that 4-3-3. Is that information for the Super Eagles? A lot of things I want to look at with this conversation, that 4-3-3. Because you guys know I've been saying it since. Just do our 4-4-2 and let them just be effective and master it, and we'll be fine. Thank you so much, Emenike. You're watching from Japan. Wow, what time is it in Japan, Emenike? Thank you, Japan. I love it. I always say, tell me where you're watching me from so that I can appreciate you, Japan, lovely. The first time I was come to Japan was the Tokyo Olympics, and gracious goodness, COVID just messed up everything, and actually, I really want to visit Japan. 2 countries on my bucket list, Canada and Japan. I still can't believe I haven't been to Canada. With everywhere that I've been to in this world, I haven't been to Canada. So that's what I'm saying with the World Cup. I don't get business with America. Just go to Canada. Yeah, thank you so much. It's noon already in Japan. Wow, so it's noon of Wednesday, right? Gracious goodness. Isn't God wonderful? Yeah, so let's get into the conversation. Let's start with what we have on our screen here. Super Eagles AFCON trophy chase. How realistic is that goal? Because the Nigeria Football Federation says Eric Chelle and his team should get to the final. Okay? So they say get to the final. And there's no way you get to the final that they would tell you to go and win the trophy. Would you have your preps and all of that? They'll say go and win the trophy. So with what we've seen of this team, and not just with the AFCON, let's judge them from playoffs, from the game against Gabon. How realistic is that goal of winning this AFCON? How realistic is that goal? Tell me. Yeah, thank you to everyone joining the live stream. You guys, I said, let me just script it. I do it, and then the video will drop there. You guys will see it in the morning. But you guys said, no, Austin, we did here. With the weights. I love it. Let me see. I've seen some comments. Let me just quickly jump on them. Yeah. I see my regular guys. Always a delight, you guys. Showing me love. Nemeka Austin, welcome to Morocco. Please hold on to the trophy. Hold on to the cup until you bring it back to Nigeria. Kudos. Don't be me. They're not going to let me. I don't think I can hold on to it. But yeah, I get what you're trying to say. I don't know, Mohammed. Can you please send you the details me the boys? Grandma, Ayuba, Aruna. Yeah. Send that message again. I know you want to say something, but it's typo. Send it again. Send that message again, Aruna. Now, Mecca, I really want them to keep the pace to get more goals because our group would likely be top to the highest goal margins. Exactly. Remember, teams with 4 points will be through to the next round. So I even want them to top that group because if they do, they will stay in Fez. So I don't have to start moving around. So they stay in Fez and then we continue. But if they finish second, I think we're going to Casablanca. So it means I pack my bags again, pack all of this equipment and start going to Casablanca. So I'm really hoping they'll do just enough to top that group C, stay in Fez, and that will do something good for them, you know. When you top your group, you send a strong message out there, and the likely you play a lesser team, you know. I don't want to say weaker, you know. So it's very, very important. Let's see what they can do. But don't forget to tell me what you think about the team and their goal of winning the AFCON. Mr. Henry, I see you up, Nigeria. My boys are coming up. We'll see what your boys can do. At Zico, opening games are always difficult. I agree. So that's why I'm telling people, relax. With opening games, it can be funny. You've not really watched him. You don't know, like this kind of Tanzania, they came with the mindset of, okay, we'll pack balls, we'll close everywhere, and then we'll catch them and we'll hurt them. And it almost happened, you know? So, yeah, I totally agree with you. Opening games are very difficult games. The Americans asked too much room to go inside the penalty box. Why not use the speed to do so? Exactly. I always say it. And you see, that's why go back to that game against Benin Republic. Did you see Moses Simon? It was a different beast entirely. That thing you are talking about, that was what he did in America for that first goal that Frank Onyeka scored. You see that drive? It was sweet, it was divine. First time he didn't put his head down, so he could actually see that there was somebody running into the space and he crossed and it was a goal. Yeah, he should. The problem is when they get inside that box, sometimes they are just so much in the haste to just kick ball, you know. Shout out to everyone joining our TikTok. Our TikTok, you know, our major problem is the likes. We need to keep the page active so we don't lose it. Shout out to everyone joining. Shout out, thank you. We're talking about Nigeria 2, Tanzania 1. The Super Eagles got their AFCON, the 2025 AFCON campaign on the way with a scrappy but vital win. So that's what I'm saying, it's scrappy. Yeah, it was scrappy, but the emphasis is on vital. A win is a win. That's what I've called it. If you watch my analysis, I did a short video just talking about when I got into Fez at the airport. I did that video. And Zico, if only Indy could impose himself more in games, our midfield would be solid. Indy is not a commanding DM. This is debatable. For instance, I disagree. Maybe you shouldn't use commanding. He is a commanding DM. Look, I've said it over and over again. With football, for a good player to come out good, the team must be good. Oh, yes, if the team isn't good, forget it. And I make a pairing AKPAN with Victor is the best result for us because Victor would grab at least 2 players to mark him out, leaving AKPAN. But you see, it's showing that he can work with AKPAN, but I've not seen him work with Ademola Lookman. That's the problem. It's showing that this what you just said can work with AKPAN Adams. But Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen, it's never click. Yeah. Excuse me. Morocco is cold, guys. I thought London, where I was coming from, was cold. Morocco, gosh. Oh my goodness. It's cold. Gracious. Okay. The cross from Alex is a delicious cooked meal delivery, second to none. Kudos, Alex. Nice one. Agreed. Guys, I think they're telling me I need to go to sleep. It's Zico, yeah. It wasn't a perfect performance, but played well for an opening game. Yeah, I agree. Any formation is okay, providing the players buy into it. Austin, yes, it did work well, though. I still want us to be ruthless in scoring chances. At least 4-1 expected. Henry, we can't finish second. We are winning all the way. No easy. You know, easy. David, 4-3-1-2 formation is good, but to use it effectively, one of the center back needs to constantly overlap to support. You see what I'm saying? And the moment that person doesn't do this job, that formation is useless. That is the only problem I have with all these formation, tactics. The moment somebody's supposed to play that role, that function, and that person doesn't do it, it's all over. But if you bring a formation where everybody knows that this is what they are supposed to do in the team and they do it, I think it's going to be fine. David, thank you. I like that comment a lot. To overlap for the DM and then avoid losing balls. Key word, avoid losing balls unnecessary. So if they keep losing the balls, what happens? So if I'm a coach, I won't use that formation. Nah, I won't. Austin, don't come back to the UK if you don't snap with the cup. It better be a joke. Is it a joke? It has to be a joke, yeah, because the Super Eagles need to win for me to have a chance of snapping with the trophy. Yes, so okay. Okay, Chuko say well done. I see you. So much misses. So much. So Lex Nelson, not a convincing win. However, Super Eagles got the job done. Very important. I hope the team gets better. It can only get tougher, but let us keep believing in the team. We should be mindful that there are no easy games. Exactly. But there are big teams. And shouldn't the Super Eagles be considered a big team? And then you turn up big when you have to turn up big. That's why I'm asking you guys, what is every Chelle cooking? Sometimes with football now, you don't even know what's going on. Everybody was we knew what we're doing. It was tactical, it was this, it was that. So I no know again. That's what I'm asking. What is every Chelle cooking? In case you tell me. Anyway, shout out to everyone joining. I see you guys on TikTok. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Look at the time. 4:11 a.m. in Fez, Morocco. And you guys are rocking and rolling with me. I appreciate the love. Chukwueze in the middle was impressive. Yeah, Eric Chelle tried that with Chukwueze during the Unity Cup. And since then, he has not looked back. He liked what he saw. And he hasn't looked back with Chukwueze on that role. And yeah, Chukwueze has actually shown that he can be effective with the ball from the middle. We'll see. It depends on the opposition. We'll see how far I can go with that. Yeah, so shout out to everyone watching. Don't forget, tell me where you're watching me from. YouTube, don't forget to also like the video. Please always like the video when you get it. I'm in Fez. Pictures don't lie. That's me right there. At the airport in Fez. I said, my people, I'm here now. Let's see what we can do with this AFCON. I didn't have a chance to go for the last one. Things came up. The last time I was at the AFCON was in 2021 in Cameroon. COVID again messed it up so bad. I will never forget what happened to me. That's why when I started having issues again to come, I wanted to come on the 28th. I said, no. Nigeria would be ready to play the last game. What if something goes wrong in the second game, which is actually the story that happened to me, when I was going to Cameroon for the 2021 edition. I don't like telling that story. I don't like it. So that's why I'm here now. And we're going to rock and roll together. We're going to have fun talking about African football. Austin, CJ Godley, thanks so much. Austin, true talk. From the best match so far, I'll give it to Morocco, Tunisia, and Egypt. You see what I told you guys about regional development with sports? That's what the North Africans are doing. If Morocco is doing well, they want to tap from that model. If Egypt is doing well, they want to know what they are doing. And then they come together collectively to make the region solid so that they will all be competitive with themselves and it's working. And I think that West Africa should do. First thing first, what did they do? They all came together and said they need to be solid with infrastructure. And look at them. Just look at them, their infrastructure. That's another thing that is lacking in Africa, in West Africa. It's unfortunate, but we'll see. We'll see if they will have, someday the will to change it. MNK, I see you. I saw the Senegalese game yesterday. They stamped the authority. Exactly. First games are very difficult. But you see, I like that word you use, that they stamped the authority. If you're a big team, you must show. Even if you don't win the way you're supposed to win, if you're a big team, it has to show. People just see it, the way you command the game, the way you control the game, it should be there. Liban, thank you so much. Osimhen was yelling at everyone. He needs to stop that. So what I was saying is that there'll be pressure of Victor Osimhen. That's why I was saying we shouldn't make the mistake of, not that he won't be a good leader, but because the conversation is everywhere that Osimhen is a good striker, he would want to impress. So I saw that too, and that's just his passion. Osimhen is very passionate about the game, his hunger, his drive. But I totally understand what you're trying to say, I get you. He needs to calm down. CJ Godley from the USA. Thank you. Where in the USA are you, CJ? And Zico. Tunisia is a different kettle of fish, but we shall try out. I think we can beat them. Seriously, I'm not bothered about Tunisia. But the truth is, Super Eagles need to show they are big. They need to show they are big. We have the players. There's just some, I think it's blend, but I'm just wondering how long. Eric Chelle is going to be 1 year on this job in January. January is here. Today is the 24th of December, Yeah. Harry, what are you saying? Okay, let me start from this. We too showed up. Yeah, we did, but you want more from the Super Eagles. The boys did their best and they would improve. Yeah, that's encouraging. Thank you. CJ Godley, if I may shock you, if we may live long enough, 30 years from today, we will be worse off than we are today. I think I'll be better. I'll try to be better. Yeah, but I think I also get what you're trying to say. So yeah, shout out to the Super Eagles for holding their own, for winning that game. I think it was a funny. The game was looking one kind, but there's just something about the team showing up when people want them to show up. That I haven't seen. Peter Akerololu demonstrates his passion in a wrong way. His style of playing does not bring the best out of other players. Now we cause that. Osimhen. Well, if there's no Osimhen, there's no Super Eagles. That's why I was so happy that he was not like he had a bad game. But the fact that Osimhen has not only one goal, we need to calm down. I think the coaching crew, they need to sit down with him. They need to talk to him, and all of that is very, very important. But I totally understand what's going on. I need to fix this lighting. I just got into this place and I'm really trying to see how I can set up. I mean, I'm not feeling the quality of this lighting. I need to do something about it. Yeah. Yeah. So Austin, please tell Osimhen to control his temper. I don't fit tell him. I'm not coach. The coach, I only just do my job as a media person, put it in the analysis, sound in a way that will make it look like you are pulling him down, or some people really you don't like him, so it's really difficult sometimes. That's why I just leave it to you guys, the fans, to do these talks and I just jump on it. Peter Akeredolu, if I'm the coach, I will let Osimhen know that no player is indispensable. He should know how to play as it. There is no player in this world who's got, that sort of relevance as Osimhen that you will not see small of this kata that is going on. It's very difficult, Yeah, I agree. The coach is in charge of the team. He must find a way to control it, to make sure that it's not a problem. Because when it becomes a problem, and players are very funny. They will now start having a go with it. Oh, if it's Osimhen that does it, I'm not going to talk. So yeah, I agree that the coach should sit down, have a proper talk with him, and let everybody just be fine. Yeah, so that's it. I was about saying congratulations to the Super Eagles. Yeah, yeah. So I think that's appropriate. But yeah, I think they also need to improve. There's a need to bring back the love, respect, and loyalty of the fans. I like the comments Henry seems to be giving. We need to see them, come up, play the kind of football that most fans expect them to play. After the action comes the reaction. What did Coach Eric Chelle say right after that win over Tanzania? Listen.
Analyze this win because we did in first half a lot of good things to create a chance to score. We had a lot of chance to score goals in the first half, and in the second half we gave the chance to Tanzania to coming back in this game. We did two mistakes. So after, when we did play every time in front of us, we had some chance to score a goal. So this is a game, like you said, we are happy for the 3 winning, and the most important thing in AFCON is to improve at every game. So now, after the analysis that we will do tonight or tomorrow morning, we have to continue to improve. And this is a big game against Tunisia because this is a big team. So we have to improve about a lot of things defensively, and of course we have to put more movement when we don't have the ball and when we have the ball. So we can say I can congratulate my player for the win, but we have a lot of work.
See, you guys here, he said he cannot congratulate his players because they have a lot of work to do. So I like that coach has seen it, because that comment right there shows that he is not pleased with the play. Count the number of times he said we need to improve, we need to improve, we need to improve, and then he put it out there. Tunisia is a good team, so we need to improve as together. He called it a big game. So that's why I wanted you guys to listen to Coach Eric Chelle. You see now, the coach clearly, maybe they didn't play to what he told them to play. That's why I say execution matters. People are always big on coach. The coach didn't do this, the coach didn't do that, the coach didn't say this and that. But execution, a coach can say everything that he wants to say, come out with the best, arrange the guns properly, be the best master tactician. But when the players get on the field and they don't execute properly, then there's a problem. There will be a big problem, So I like what Coach Eric Chelle said, and it's very, very important that the players also believe in what, his vision is for the team. Let me get some more comments and then I'll take one more reaction from the game and then we'll wrap it up. Let me see. Okay, I took that one. CB, what are you talking about? Every first facet of Nigerian life is dying from corruption. The raw materials players will always be there, but management from ASOROC to the NFF, inefficiency, corruption, we need some fresh leg. I feel you, bro. I get what you're trying to say. I feel you. CJ, we miss Frederick Olaino and Felix Agu. Felix Agu hasn't really played much for us to miss him. Olaino, yes. Frederick hasn't really played much. You know, Frederick needs more time. You know, we need to see him, particularly really, really competitive. I wanted to see him at this AFCON. Those other matches that for me, I was like, okay, it's come up. Let's see him in tournament. We've seen him in the qualifiers. Let's see him in tournament, you know, particularly the way he blends with the defenders and they get the job done. So, yeah, it's okay if you miss them. No disrespect. In America, Austin, you can see clearly that Wabali is not 100%. We said it, but he managed because we don't have threats from Tanzania, although might be used before the end of our group stage. As well. Kingsley Calvin, you don't believe in the new players you invited? Is that question for Eric Shell? Yeah, because I get what you mean, but we said it that it's just for those guys to, you know, watch the older guys that have been in the team. Yeah, but I mean, I've expected him to play at least one of them. Hey, Joseph, good to see you. Good morning, welcome. Joseph, I think going forward, we can improve on our performance. Yeah, that is what the coach said. Henry, the guy is doing his job. See, Joseph, but Africa is far because the stadium was just empty. Yeah, Fez is northern inland Morocco. It's like your Borno, Adamawa. You know, it's just a town. If it was Casablanca, Rabat, I think that's where you see even the Nigerian community will come out. You know, I wasn't at the stadium. I was just getting into Morocco when the game was ending. So we'll see the next match. It will be Nigeria, Tunisia. Tunisia is a North African country. Maybe the stadium will be packed. Yeah. Mecca Victor is the lion of the team, and without the lion, the team will not roar or perform better. But the coach can talk to Victor to play more as a team and get better chances of high scoring. We'll see. Henry, these players will pull surprises. Mark my word. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that. Show glimpses, you know. Show glimpses. Show intent. Show bites, you know. I think that's what the fans want. You know, I keep telling you guys that Nigerian football is in a very difficult place. That is what this coach needs to know. It's not like people don't really love the team, but the expectations are high. People don't suffer. Like with Nigerian football, people have been heartbroken. It's the World Cup back to back. That's 8 years of not seeing your team play at the big stage. You know, those sort of things affect the way people will see your team, the way people will support your team. So when I hear some comments from fans, like this kind of game against Tanzania, easily the analysis will be, oh, it's not Tanzania, small team, we should beat them, you know, why? And then they now see this kind of stuff. That's the problem. Thank you, Skills Workshop on TikTok. I see you. I hope the NFF is taking welfare of Super Eagles and the Crows seriously. Yeah, the NFF, this one, I even said well done to them. They gave them all the promises made by the president when they finished second at the last AFCON. The houses, the national honors, and then they gave them customized wristwatches, luxury wristwatches. So the NFF, they really learned from what they did during the playoff that cost us the World Cup and the way we came at them. Me, I know I hit them so hard. So yes, no player is complaining of welfare. They are happy. They got Nike to bring them customized, you know, shoes. They've been in good mood, you know. So yeah, these things can be done. So sometimes when they just misbehave, this behavior now, if they had done this, the moment they take qualify for the playoff, clear their bonuses and allowances, take care of them. It's like you're trying to ask a woman to marry you. You don't leave it to when she says no. You have to pull strings. So the NFF they just treated that World Cup playoffs anyhow, and it's action and consequence, and that's why we're not at the World Cup. I just said, if the African leader can unite to build a train station across the continent, one can travel free within Africa going to watch matches. But yeah, it is only by air flight, which is expensive. Yeah. Fortunately, Joseph, Austin, any hope of we going to the World Cup? No, that petition is out. Forget it. And I said it the other day. Ambassador Angela was saying that I was calling them shameless, blah blah blah. That is going nowhere. They just wanted to try, you know. And there was nothing wrong with trying, but I mean, if you're chasing that sort of thing, you should know that you've got it covered. But they just wanted to try. I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. The way you say, they'll say you don't like your country, you don't wish Nigeria well. Let's do the right thing. If we do the right thing, the way Nigeria, we shouldn't be struggling to qualify for the World Cup. Too big for that. Struggling to qualify for World Cup. That petition is out. Forget about that. Let's move on to more serious things. Because if we don't put our house in order, if we don't correct the mistakes that made us miss this World Cup, it's still going to happen again in the next qualifiers. Because that's the whole point. You need to learn. If you don't learn, stay where you are. CJ Godley, Austin, do you think we'll top our group? Let's see what the game against Tunisia will end. Let's see. Tunisia did well, scored 3 goals, so they've shown that they can score. And Uganda is not that kind of team to just break easily. But I agree also that because it's the first game, you know. So let's see what from the second game we can tell. There will be more details in the analysis, you know, and we'll have more things to say. So we've listened to Coach Eric Sekushen. He said, my team needs to improve. He said, I don't tell them congratulations. There are a lot of things that they need to do, and we need to prove it when we play Tunisia on Saturday. Semi Ajayi was man of the match, gave a top-class performance. Let's listen to him.
It was an amazing feeling to score for your country, and in such a game like this to get us off to a really good start. I was really, really pleased. So yeah, it shows that we're one team. We can't only rely on the attackers to get goals. I think we need to get goals from all over the team. So yeah, the defenders, the midfielders, everyone needs to chip in if we want to do well in the tournament. So yeah, I'm glad we got off to a good start. So a few things that we could iron out and improve. There are also a lot of positives that we could take from the game as well. But yeah, like I said, we're definitely aware of the things that we need to do better in terms of seeing out the game and also killing teams off. And we'll be working really, really hard on the training field to put that right.
Yeah, that's Semi Ajayi. Let me play it again.
It was an amazing feeling. It's always an amazing feeling to score for your country, and in such a game like this to get us off to a really good start. I was really, really pleased. So yeah, it shows that we're one team. We can't only rely on the attackers to get goals. I think we need to get goals from all over the team. So yeah, the defenders, the midfielders, everyone needs to chip in if we want to do well in the tournament. So yeah, I'm glad we got off to a good start. So a few things that we could iron out and improve. There are also a lot of positives that we could take from the game as well. But yeah, like I said, we're definitely aware of the things that we need to do better in terms of seeing out the game and also killing teams off. And we'll be working really, really hard on the training field to put that right.
Yeah, so that's the man of the match, Semi Ajayi. Top player, you know. I keep saying it that the thing about these guys that are foreign-based or foreign-born is the longevity that they enjoy because, you know, they have played football for quite some time, you know. Yeah, Charles, I can bring you up if you want to say one or two things. So if you want to say one or two things about the match, particularly formation, I want to hear from you guys. Formation and expectation for the game against Tunisia, because that area is a very tricky one. So let me see. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the link now. If you want to join, just click on that link right there in the chat and then come in. Let's do this for about that, okay, let me not put time. For some people will now say, Austin, you said so and so time and you want to go now. So when I feel like going, I'll just jump up and leave. So Charles, I've dropped the link. Whoever wants to come in, you can join the live conversation. Let's just quickly analyze that game, Nigeria versus Tanzania. Why is Tanzania just leaving my head? I don't know what. So don't forget, if you come into the live stream, I want you to be on landscape, please. Landscape, just it fills up the screen. Don't do it vertical. Let it be landscape, horizontal. Yeah. So if you want to come on, I've dropped the link. You can join, and then we will talk about it. CJ, are you sure? If the team will go fine, it's up to them because it's obvious that some of the players are selfish and it's exactly what they're saying. It's nothing like, so how have they been selfish? I say they need to play football as a team. That's what matters. CJ Godley, Uganda will win Tanzania for sure. How do you know that? How do you know that? House, yes, I've just dropped the link if you want to come on. But to be short, Uchi, apologies. When was this petition rejected? I think it was last week. A quick search on Grok or Google will tell you. I think my man of the match should have gone to Calvin Bassey. He was everywhere. Yeah, Calvin Bassey has really improved. I won't lie. Okay, yeah, so that's it. I'm looking at what happened. You guys, please just forget about this petition. I just don't know how to. It's just laughable that we are pushing. What are we looking for? You guys so you think you see how difficult it is for me to even talk about it because I think it's just an absolute waste of time. Yeah, so that's what's up. The Super Eagles, they kicked off their AFCON 2025 campaign with a scrappy but vital win over Tanzania. That was for the game, the teamwork that they had, it's a ritual, you go around, good conditioning, you just walk, talk, get some fresh air, and then we'll get ready for the match. So, well, guys, let's talk about the positives. Thank you so much, Femi. I see you. Thanks so much, Skills Workshop. You showed so much love on TikTok. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's keep the likes going. For those on YouTube, please don't forget to like the video. Let's talk about the positives. What positives will we see from this match against Tanzania? Let's stay with positives because I know if I give you guys, everybody will just keep blaming the coach and all of that. But let's talk about the positives. Were there positives? What did we see that we can say, okay, this team is going somewhere. Okay, we know what we're doing with this team. Were there positives? Someone mentioned Calvin Bassey. I totally agree to that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Charles. I appreciate the super chat. So now that I'm in Morocco, it's only super chat I'll be getting because we need to make back all the money that we spent to come here. One-way flight from London because I was supposed to go on the 28th and then I had to bring the flight forward. One-way flight cost me almost £700. One way. Because I don't know where we're going to be going to, Nigeria might end up in Rabat in the final. If we finish second, we are going to Casablanca. So I was definitely not going to fly back to London from Fez. I'm thinking I can also go to Nigeria and then from Lagos, I go back to London. So thanks so much, Charles. This is good support. So if you want to support this AFCON campaign that we're doing, super chat, please. Super chat. People on YouTube, super chat. People on TikTok. What do they give on TikTok? See, I don't even know because I don't come here for the money, but we need to get that support going. I think it's going. So thanks so much, Charles. So from now, I think what we should be highlighting is just the super chats till I leave Morocco. Yeah, so we'll just jump on only the super chat. Austin, trust me, it's a strong case. One that might cause controversies in the future if it's not sorted out. Trust me, it's cheating by DR Congo. Just recently, Cristiano Ronaldo was supposed to mismatch Charles for something that he did, and they were supposed to give him 3-match ban. Did you see the injustice that happened? Because it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Did they not cut it down to 1? That people were fighting and shouting. You guys should just know that there is a bit of... It is law that they used to cure law. It is law that they used to destroy law. So if it works for you, it does. But you think Congo, for the first time, want to go to the World Cup, they will not use everything that they have. And the other day I mentioned that the General Secretary of CAF is not a small guy. He's a powerful, influential guy. See, that's why I keep saying we need to have leaders that are feared and respected. Look at America. America as a country, they don't even have a president that you need to fear and respect. They want one that is feared. So we need men who, when they start getting into leadership positions in CAF, in FIFA, you just know that you can't play with Nigeria. There are some things that guy will know, will see, will sit in places and influence. We never, ever go against DR Congo because that's his country. Somebody, don't say that, don't do so. I know what I know with the way that FIFA case was delayed with the Bobo Mokena. They delayed something that happened in March. FIFA came end of September. Meanwhile, go to their judicial verdicts every month. They were penalizing teams who had that same player eligibility breach issue. They left South Africa. You think it's just like that? But when was South Africa deducted the 3 points? It's still politics. Whether or not you like it or not, they were deducted 3 points when it favored them after they had played Nigeria. Why did they deduct 3 points after match day 5 when we know where the table is going? When they know that it will affect them mentally? Don't say that all these new people shall legal issue. Why are you saying that we've not seen where the law goes south? And I don't like talking these legal things. You guys just make it look like. I'm just saying they are in a strong place to even come and say Nigeria do not have a case. And FIFA no say once they've penalized DR Congo, now Cameroon will come up, Sudan will come up. The case will not go anywhere. It will still just run around. People are just keeping quiet, wanting Nigeria to use our Nigerian name to push it. They just want to use Nigeria, and then when they don't gain momentum, they will come back. Cameroon still feel cheated. You will come and tell me now that they say that is the last victim. Is it not law? If you, Uche, you are the lawyer of Cameroon, will you not have something to use to tackle that law? That's what law is all about. Charles, welcome. Charles, I've always said, let's do landscape so that it fills up the screen when you come up, just like mine. Yeah.
No problem.
I think it's something about auto rotate on your chair. So yeah. But good to see you, man. Good to see you. What's going on?
Good to see you. I'm fine. Austin, about that case, don't worry, I'll go on that case later. For the game, well, the game was good. I see that everybody's clicking, everybody's starting to, click, like the likes of Lukman, likes of Iwobi. I always say this, I said Iwobi is a world-class talent. This is someone that broke into Arsenal when he was 17. Arsenal, can you remember? First team. Do you remember the game against Argentina? Nigeria versus Argentina 4-2. It was him and he and Nacho. But the problem was he has always been this. He never tried to challenge himself. So, and he was very comfortable where him and
you know my best Iwobi. moment. 2018 World Cup qualifiers.
Ah, yes. Him and
And
Aina.
then, and then a bit of 2019. Iwobi played, showed us. That's what I've been calling for. But
Yes.
sometimes be like the guy like play. He's a
No.
free-minded person.
Yes, that's the problem. He was too comfortable. If Iwobi can push himself, Nigeria, you see, if Iwobi, Ndidi, Chukwueze, Lukman, Osimhen, and maybe Chidera can push, and Calvin can push themselves, this team will win the AFCON. They will win the AFCON, forget. You saw how many chances we created? Almost 14 in the first like what, 30 minutes. We should have been like 3-0 up. But we're not taking our chances. Yeah. Even Osimhen should have scored like 2 goals. Even the rebound, because was wasting time. Why not find a partner? He was wasting time, and I knew he was going to miss it, and he missed it. So, but you can see that Eric Chelle is trying. He's still trying, but don't worry.
That's why I'm asking that question. That what is Chelle really cooking? Because even if you listen, I was asking what is Chelle really cooking.
Okay.
Because he is going somewhere. He's always talking about the project, the high press, what are we doing with the ball when we don't have the ball, how effective are we as a team? Just all those things that have been mentioned. And I remember when I had that interview with him, he told me all of these things. I pray I also get a chance to meet him again and do another interview, because I'm going to ask him those things you told me in June. Are you seeing it now? But I totally agree with you that he has a proper vision of what he wants to do with this team.
Yes, yeah. Remember when he said he wants to win the World Cup with Nigeria 2030? People were laughing at him. Yeah, but because we know our NFF, we know they are enemy of progress. We know that. So people were laughing at him. But the man, had it been NFF support this man, made it comfortable for him, we would have qualified for this World Cup, either out of the group or by the playoff. Because when CAF, you see this Musepe, when I saw when he was the CAF president, I was happy. But ever since then, his decision has been bad. How can you take Nigeria to that stadium? And Gusso just kept quiet. He did not say anything. And that's what injured Aina. That is what injured him. If not, he would have been in this World Cup. That's what finished his leg.
Well, you can't blame the NFF.
No.
Wait, no. The NFF cannot go and complain that FIFA, why are you letting people take us to play ball here? FIFA don't approve. It's a FIFA competition. Because remember, I had an interview with Shudiko and I asked him that question. And he said, what do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? FIFA approved the pitch. And you people are there in the comment section telling me that it was deep politics happening now. They just took Nigeria to a ground where they know that we will not execute our game plan. They were not bothered about themselves. See, South Africa, they were shit on the day.
Yeah, of course.
They just wanted Nigeria not to play the brand of football that Nigeria would have played to beat them. So why did FIFA approve Battle Ranch?
That's why I said, when people keep hyping their team, I said nothing special about them. If they can't beat Nigeria, this bad Nigeria thing, there's nothing special about them. Yeah, because people are hyping them up. Yeah, don't get me wrong, they have a good goalkeeper and maybe decent wingers. But see them, there's nothing special about them because even when Nigeria scored that goal, right, we dominated them. We just had some players were selfish. Again, lack of clinical. We're not that clinical. If not, well, to me, about the DR Congo case, right, it was stated in the FIFA constitution that, every country is subjected to the nationality law. And if you check when the eligibility happened, majority of them eligibility happened during that World Cup playoff. So they were not cleared yet. That's where NFF had a strong guard. I heard the rumor that Wan-Bissaka was not eligible. It was going around. But, people tried to play it away. Because I remember when DR Congo released their list, it was on November 1st. So there is a case of falsified of documents, fraudulent and all this stuff. So if FIFA, the case is going on right now. If FIFA review it, two things might happen. Nigeria and Cameroon might play themselves in Mexico, and whoever that wins will qualify, will represent Africa. DR Congo might be disqualified, or worse, it might be banned for a while, because this is kind of like cheating. Because I went to go check it out myself. I did not believe it at first, but I went to go check it out myself. I saw it on ESPN, about 9 of them, different nationality. And so this is a case that Nigeria is most likely to win. But still, let's not forget our problem, the NFF. Let's try to put our house in orders, because our football is going. Even this game, right? If you see our defense, they were so shaky. The goalkeepers were so shaky. You see how we considered that goal just out of nowhere. It's because of like I said, I remember I told you, I said we're not developing players the right way. If we develop players the right way, you will see for yourself. You see a brand of football has changed. You understand? And that's why Eric Chelle went to go get this boy, Felix Agu, Ryan Alebosu, all these players. He's getting them because he has a vision. But NFL need to help this man. Stop getting involved. Stop choosing players. Stop picking players. I know that's not his list. You went and pick players. What for? Now, if he doesn't win, the blame will be on him. The blame not on them, on him. What kind of rubbish is this? You cannot be doing the same thing, and it's insane to be doing the same thing and you want a different result. No, stop getting involved. How did we qualify for this playoff? The man was picking his own players, right? That was how we qualified to the playoff. I didn't mean they started forcing others players that they want. We wouldn't have qualified for the playoff. That's my problem with them. They love to get involved. Get involved for what? What for? So yes, but to me, I feel like my only problem is the defense. If we can sort out the defense, I don't mind if we go back to Pesero style 3-5-2, kill the game immediately. We should score at least 2 or 3 goals every match. You understand?
But that will also hurt you because that Pizarro's tactics kills creativity and forward football.
Yes.
So by the time you meet a team, see small Cote d'Ivoire that turned up in the final.
It was embarrassing.
Exactly.
That was our trophy for the taking. It was embarrassing. I don't know. That's my problem with this team. They'll do so well. They'll come to the finish line, and all of a sudden they'll just fall off. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a case of mentality. I don't know. It's a case of just there's something wrong. Is it the fitness? Is it the mentality? Is it their welfare? There's a lot of things. And this happened twice. It happened on the AFCON final, and it happened to the playoff final. We were leading. All of a sudden, we lost the lead. But all of a sudden, we became dominant in the midfield. Now, people are clamoring for JJ Okocha. We don't have the JJ Okocha kind of players. Ask yourself the question: what is the NFF doing? What are they doing to know the problem? Are they investing? They're not investing. They are not investing in our players. That's the problem. And if we don't invest in our players, you will get average results. That's the thing. That is just the thing. So, to me, even this Ebenezer Akinsamiro, it was a man that invested in his academy that brought him up. It was a man that invested in academy that brought him up. We're not investing in players.
Ebenezer.
Yes, now, what's his name? Kunle Tsunami, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was part of the Rema Stars Academy.
Yes.
That's business now.
That's business, yes. But not too long ago, Leo signed one of their players. I don't know. One of their players got signed by Leo. It seems they have a project. But what's Kule need right now? Yeah, he needs someone who knows this football development very well, so that we can always transfer him. Because to me, this one of transferring our players to Norway, Bulgaria, Latvia, no, it's not. It will not help development. It will not help development. To me, if we can find a partnership, maybe Leo, that'd be better in France. Because this academic Generation Foot in Senegal, they have a partnership with Metz in France, and they transfer their players to there. Even this Morocco Workers Academy, they have a partnership with what do you call this? Is it French team? I can't remember the name. they have a partnership with them and they transfer their players to there. If Beyond Limits can have a partnership with Leo, or maybe let's say maybe Inter Milan, it'd be better. It will aid our development. It will aid our easier transition of players. Than them going to Norway, Latvia, and Bulgaria. The development is not there. Even trust me, they will not before they reach development. It will take long. But yes, it's just to me, that it's just defense. That's what's giving me problem. But we'll see. Don't worry, we'll see.
I think for a team to blend, even this '94 team that everybody's praising, they started building started from '86 or even
Yeah,
85.
exactly.
So everybody that just talks now, they just think that you just stand up and you build a team. Just stand up and build a team.
And that time the league was something else. It was a competition, every competition. They were playing every time. Investment. Now it has stopped. Like this last two previous administration, they just came in to just make themselves powerful. This Penny and Gusso, two of them, they finished our football. And that's why I do not want Gusso coming back for second term because he wants to. That's why he's doing all this nonsense, fighting for FIFA plan. For trying to build, why are you building hostel? Why are you building hostel for a national team? Isn't it overdue that Nigeria have a football base? Why are you building a hostel? What will hostel do? So that's why I do not.
They are walking. What do you mean? They are walking.
No, that's I don't want him coming. Him and Pini finished us, and they're not done finishing. They want to come, but right now we are not.
Scientific football.
What scientific? What scientific? No investment in coaching. No. Did you not see this under 20 World Cup when our team went to go play under 20? They were teaching our coaching crew how to use something. Was it computer? Was it what's it called? A video analysis or something. I was ashamed. I was like, they don't teach them in Nigeria. But look at Morocco. I remember Morocco and Nigeria. They were not the good team in this AFCON under 20 this year. But Morocco, when they went to the World Cup, they beat. As soon as I saw when they beat Brazil, I knew they would win. When I saw when they beat Brazil, I knew they would win the tournament. And you see how
Morocco don't go.
They've gone.
And that's
they've
because
gone.
It's proper planning, investment, and you see, forget about the people who are running the Moroccan FA, the government. See the king, he sat down, he took it personal. See, that's what I'm saying. We in Nigeria now, government owner release money, and see now, whether we like them.
That's because
that
is because somebody hasn't talked to them about the benefit of this game. Uso cannot open his mouth and go talk. He doesn't know anything about football development. So that's why. That's because the only president that I know that loved football was, I think, Jonathan. Apart from that, nobody. Do these previous two? No, they're not interested. There are so much, and this football can change the international image of a country.
Of course,
it really can.
Bro, even airport today. How are you, Nigeria? JJ, Kanu, what players? Anywhere I go, they will say, "Oh, they remember Beba, Prince of Monaco." They imagine how big our players were back in the day. They were proper ambassadors. I agree with you.
Yeah, so like I said, let's just sign the petition. Let's see how things go. But let's sign the petition. Let's see how FIFA handles their Congo case. To me, if I was speaking on a neutral venue, I say we don't deserve to be at the World Cup. Let's miss this World Cup. Let it be a wake up reality that we need to fix our football. No, there are no shortcut to success. Then again,
ideas that will come out of this case, Uche, in case you are watching, FIFA will delay it till they play that thing in March. Go and write the day I told you this. Yes. Do you guys think this thing is joke? This is deep politics. You know what it means to go to the World Cup. Burkina Faso. But you know Burkina Faso is still petitioning FIFA for picking
about
Nigeria. That we're not supposed to be the ones to go to playoff. Do you guys know that?
We know. But it was clear. It was crystal clear. CAF announced it.
FIFA first said, FIFA and CAF, they said that because of Eritrea pulling out, If you
Yes.
beat the bottom teams, you lose points. They eventually took teams off the second place, took points off the second place teams. So Burkina Faso is mad at Nigeria that could not even beat the bottom place teams in their distance. Why do they have the to be going play off? It takes it up with small politics, push us go there.
I almost say, look, it's in the rule book. FC all this is in the rule book, but I'll just say that Nigeria has been lucky so far, But like I said, we cannot ride on luck. We cannot ride on backdoor. We cannot ride on law, all this stuff. We have to fix our football. We really have to fix our football.
That is what I am saying. I'm not saying, at the end of the day, the law shouldn't take its place.
Yeah, the law should take place, definitely.
I'm saying that even if the law takes its place and everything, our football is still in a place where it shouldn't be, in a very dark place.
Exactly.
Because we are just so big on tournaments, competitions, and this NFF, they know, bro. Charles, they know that Nigerians only come around when, the Nigerians will play Tanzania. Nobody is asking about the league. Nobody is asking about grassroots development. Nobody is asking about, what it even takes to have an NFF president. They just want to Super Eagles or Super Falcons they play.
The thing is, this NFF president, you see, for someone that's very dumb in football development, he has been very lucky to. He dodges FIFA press. He dodges press conference. He doesn't give press conference. I know he's watching your videos, and I don't care. He doesn't dodge. He dodges press conference.
I'm going to try to take my laptop to his hotel. I'll set it up like this. I won't do live. I won't interview him. I won't carry him, say I won't go record him. I'll tell him, let's just go live like this now. Let's go live.
I don't want him shouting at you.
Not today. On this live when Angela was saying shut your trap up. Bro.
Really?
I've been on this business since 2006. Somebody has walked out of me on live TV. Someone has threatened to beat me. You put in this, our job is today's job. As I keep telling people, I'm not a content creator. I'm mainstream ninja. It's not 1 million persons that watch me. I'm mainstream media. I'm prime time TV. So now many times I come out my TV shows, people will come with no number, be threatening and saying nonsense. Is it today? What did I do? I only questioned you.
Exactly.
I asked you questions, and that's the role of the media. We are watchdogs to the society. I did not witch hunt you. I did not bring you down. For instance, somebody called me and said I was insulting Rousseau. I said, no, I didn't. I said NFF. I was questioning the institution. I was saying NFF.
Are they happy with the way our football is? Don't you know? Do you know how they've disgraced Nigeria? Are they happy with it? What the hell? I'm saying all this.
Yeah,
because we're too quiet. We are too quiet with these people. We are too quiet. They are too quiet. If we see what Moby K did with them, and look at them now. They're dashing out watch, giving out land. Where was this? It's because we're too quiet. Too quiet.
We need more. We need more. Because for us mainstream, we are big on verification. We are big on attribution. So the likes of Moby, we need more Moby Ks who can just use their plan. Even me that I'm doing this now,
yes,
I will need to try it because they can link what I'm saying to be that of Channels TV. So there's a way I say things and I'm really careful.
Yes. But I like the way you go about it. You go for diplomacy, which is good, which is professional. But me, I just say my mind because I'm not sugarcoating. Sugarcoating stuff. It's not because right now I know what I'm saying. If you go to the likes of 2013, 2014, 2015, players from the youth team were coming to the main team already, replacing the ones. This one, the one that's coming to replace the one is way worse. So what do you do? That's why when people say Ndidi, I say, who can replace Ndidi? This Onyedika self is not when it comes to recovery tackle, it's bad.
Give him a chance. I like Onyedika.
To me, I feel like we need to push him up. That's the only thing. We need to push him up instead of letting him sit behind the defense. We need to push him up. because no, we need to push him up. Boy, that is
Let
attacking
me
talent.
let's wrap up. Let's wrap up with the Nigeria Tanzania. Let's go back to that lineup. Who would you have taken off the starting lineup, and who would you have brought in?
I think, if I'm being honest, I will probably go for maybe a Bruno. I was thinking of maybe Zaidu and put maybe Ale Bosu and push Osai to the left hand side.
Exactly. I wanted to see Ryan too.
Yes, put Osai on the left hand side because our fullbacks were disappointing today. Sorry to say, Osai was okay, but that's Zaidu. He was just giving ball off awkwardly. There was one he kicked ball outside for corner kick for outside. I was like, he said you can't see. So yes, but I will take off Zaidu, bring on Ryan, push Osai to the left hand side and put Ryan there. Yeah, but
because if that is the problem with unless maybe he has picked a knock or something, because if we say the right back is a problem for us and we have invited someone, we should be seeing him now.
We should be seeing I think Zaidu, I think age and injuries have took a huge toll on him. His form has dropped. He's no longer that sharp. If you notice, he dropped. I noticed it against the game against Benin when we won 4-0. He was just giving away ball. He was getting easily to beat off. I'm like, this is not Zaidu. So, but like I said, I'll take out Zaidu, push, and push Osai to the left hand side and play Alobosu. And if you notice, Eric Jer has kind of like created multiple positions for these players. If you are paying attention, some of them are still struggling. Like Dele is playing on the wings on the right hand side. He plays in the midfield. So he has done a lot to me. I feel like NFF need to support him. And also stop interfering with the list. Stop this nonsense. And these all those promises that they are doing, if you keep it to themselves, don't give nobody problem. Let the boys focus. If you want to help them develop our football, or just go away, go home. Because the way I'm looking at it, we may not qualify for 2030 World Cup. We may not qualify.
We might qualify, but it's just that we're going to tournament. It makes us forget development. We'll just think that everything is fine. If we had qualified for that World Cup, they would say nothing was wrong with the team. That everybody was doing well. So that's just Nigeria for you.
Yeah, but people are seeing it now. Journalists are seeing it. All this, they are seeing the problem now. It took a content creator to tell us the problem, but we have been seeing the problem that the team is unbalanced. Even right from our under 17, I used to win World Cup like no land business. They cannot even qualify for World Cup. Or under 20, they play rugby.
Okay. See, everybody they talk. Look at the formats that they are using for that Wafu B. That they go and play tournament, and then the first two teams we qualify. You think it's not politics that came into that one too?
It is politics. See, this is why I said everything falls on leadership. If you have someone as Momo as Guso, you won't take the person seriously. Someone that cannot even talk, someone that's fighting his players, as Momo as he is, you won't take him seriously. Even Pinnick was maybe okay because he knows how to do PR. That his mouth, how to promote something. But you see Guso that can't even talk. So yes, and that's why I said Musepe has been a disaster to me. Yes, he has brought more money, more sponsorship, but he's worse. He's like worse. I don't understand him. It's like he's favoritism or something. I don't know. But no problem.
Let's catch up on the live tomorrow. Now that I'm in Fez, if I go to the stadium, I'll just set up from there and we'll talk some more. Thank you, everyone.
No problem.
Thank you, Charles. I'll catch up with you again. So, guys, that's it. Let's call it a morning because this is morning already. But let me leave with this question that I started with. Let that be the conversation right there. I'll be in the comment section, to see how we're doing with it. Super Eagles AFCON trophy chase. How realistic is that goal? You think Nigeria has a quality to go all the way? Can the Super Eagles win the 2025 AFCON? Or we're just, talking because for talking's sake? That's the conversation I want us to ask. So let's keep it going in the comment section. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Definitely. Now I'm here. I'll see you guys definitely. I'll be bringing you guys updates. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations to the Super Eagles. Eric Chelle said he couldn't say congratulations, but I'm saying congratulations to the team because that opening day game win is very, very important, and that can actually do something for the team. It can spark, some. What's English again? It can revive the team. Yeah. Okay. I'll be back again tomorrow, but until then, guys, stay good, keep winning, stay out of trouble. I'll see you around again. That's it.